And this group is made up of mostly freshmen and sophomores. There are a couple of juniors in here. But that is the primary makeup. They have competed at all of the jazz festivals this year that we've gone to, which is 4, including our own, and they have done extremely well. So I hope that you enjoy our performance tonight, and this is just the start. You're going to hear a lot of different music tonight. So here we go with All In for the Blues. Nathan, do you just want to mute and unmute? Yes? No? Okay. So the soloists on that were Sam Green on vibes, Brianna Anderson on trombone, Grant Kezo on alto sax, Jack Nauman on bass, Jill Gunther on piano, and Drew Hagedorn on tenor sax. This tune is going to feature Miss Jay Bisterfeld on a beautiful tenor sax solo. I'm very glad my foot was not underneath it. Okay. All right, so the Squirrel from Pasadena is based on a famous jazz tune, and most of you guys probably know it as elevator music, unfortunately, but it's a very famous jazz tune by Juan Carlos Jobim, okay? And the Girl from Ipanema. So what he did was he took the chords from Chris Sharp took the chords from the Girl from Ipanema and created the Squirrel from Pasadena. Okay, so you will understand the Squirrel from Pasadena in just a minute. So thank you. I hope you've enjoyed our performance. We will be right back out you'll see a change. We'll do a quick change, and I believe the boosters are going to announce the 50-50 raffle winner at that time. So this tune will also feature Mr. Grant Kezo on alto sax.
It's lit up. Oh, here we go. There we go. Now we're good. We're not muted. Although I probably should be. My name is Bobby Lemerond. I am the Vice President of the Shawano Schools Performing Arts Boosters. This is Maureen. This is Dawn. Our president is over there, Jen. She'll wave. So our booster club, we do 50-50s at almost every concert. You guys have seen us before. We do this as this is one of our major fundraisers of the year. We try to support everything in our districts that's performing arts, all the way from elementary school all the way up through high school. And we are able to do that because of the generosity of people like yourself. So we do, some things are small. We bought graduation cords for the Tri-M Honor Society last year. We've bought ukulele carts. We've purchased instruments. We were able to purchase new choir uniforms this year for one of the high school choirs. And all of that stuff gets done because of people like yourselves that contribute to us, and we can give it back to the kids. So we are a nonprofit, and every penny we make goes right back into your children. So thank you very much, and we applaud all of you. So. But not only do we applaud you, we applaud what goes on up here, and in all of our buildings throughout our district, we have amazing directors and teachers that work with your children and spend so much time with them and are able to reap the rewards by showing you what they can do. And these kids are amazing, and it's because of the people that work with them every day. So that's one of the biggest things as a booster club. We like to be able to support teachers like Mr. Kent up here and just take a little bit of weight off his shoulders, because there's a lot of weight on some of them shoulders in our district, so any little bit helps. So tonight we have this lovely young person right here. What is your name?
Cameron.
Cameron is going to draw the winning ticket, so if you will get your 50-50 tickets out now. Just pick one. Tonight's winner is going home with $150, and that means that we raised $150, so thank you very much. Would you like to read the number? No? Oh, thank you. So the number is 388. Did we all win so far? 4967. 388-4967. Oh, we have a hand up back there. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
The piece that you're going to hear next is entitled Saber Dance, which is a very famous piece. I think a lot of you may actually recognize it. And this is the percussion ensemble from the Wind Ensemble. Okay, this last Saturday, we had State Solo Ensemble at UW-Stevens Point. And so the choirs that you're going to hear tonight are all choirs that performed at State. So we were at 8:20 in the morning. Nathan, do we have light back there? So we were at 8:20 in the morning, and they came in, and you would have thought it was the middle of the day. They just had so much energy. Whoever won the raffle donated it back. Thank you so much. And so they got a first at State. So, okay, do you have more light for me back there? Because I don't think Savannah can see her music. No, you're not. So, is that a yes or a no? Maybe? He's coming up. Okay, sorry, further delay. I apologize. The next group you're going to hear is the sax choir from the wind ensemble. This is Rakes of Mallow, which was originally written by Leroy Anderson. And if you recognize that name, Leroy Anderson is the one who wrote Sleigh Ride. Okay, same guy. So, and this is arranged by a friend of mine who actually lives in Green Bay, and his name is David Gardner. So we went to state this last Saturday as well, and they don't know this yet. So as they set up, they don't know this yet. They got a second by 1 point. So, yeah. So, but this is just such a fun piece. It is such a fun piece, and so I think you really will enjoy this. By the way, in case the guy with the blue shirt looks familiar who's walking off, he was in Jazz 2. That's Grant Kessel. He was in Jazz 2. He was in the percussion ensemble, and now he was just in this ensemble. He's a busy boy. So this next group, the concert band, is made up of all freshmen and sophomores. They've just been wonderful to work with all year long. They are so receptive. They are just sponges. And so as far as just picking up the things that I'm asking them to do and just applying them. So the three tunes that you're going to hear are very different from each other. So this is Prelude and Pursuit, and this starts out kind of like with a chant, like a Gregorian chant type of thing, and then goes into more of an up-tempo situation. So here is Prelude and Pursuit. last piece, Sun Peaks, is actually a piece that I was asked to help out with the concert band list for the state a few years back, and I actually got this on the Class C list. I have never programmed these two pieces together for a concert band. They're both very difficult. They got to learn how to play in 7/8 time in this, as well as 5/4 and 4/4 and 3/4 and 2/4, and so in all interchanging at the same, over a few measures. So, very cool piece, great piece to teach with, and so here's Sundays. close out our portion with Raiders March from Raiders of the Lost Ark. These kids will be back at the end of the concert for the combined piece. Here's Raiders March. So I told the kids, this is one of the more ambitious programs that I've done where it's just me. When we're combined, when it's band, orchestra, choir, there's time for me to get off the stage. And I looked at the kids and went, understand, I'll see you at 6:30 until right before 7, and then I won't see you until you're back on stage. And it's a cool thing to be able to do all these choirs, because I think you need to hear those, because we've spent so much time on those, and the only places we play them are at Solo and Ensemble, which, yeah, we have it here, but then we play it again at State, and it's so much better by that time that it's just one of those things where it's important to do. And I am very thankful to my two drum majors, to Miss Jenna Arns and to Miss Bailey DeFeer, for helping run this tonight, because they're back in the room helping to coordinate all this right now. So this is the brass choir. They're going to be performing Prelude and Fugue in B flat major. They played on Saturday morning as well, and they received a first at State. it's still amazing to me to believe that that is written for one person playing organ with all those parts inside of it. So this next piece, as the Little Choir comes on, this next piece is March of the Belgian Paratroopers, and it is a very famous band piece. And David Gardner, my friend, once again, reduced this to a woodwind choir. And it is, when we played it, because we were searching for a piece this, like in January, we were trying to find a piece that they would like to play, and not just a piece that I'm going, oh, this, musically, gee, that we should do this. So, and we found this, I went back to this, and they really, really liked it, and so we stuck with it. Saturday at State Soul Ensemble, the judge, we were in Mickelson Hall at UW Stevens Point, which is the main auditorium, and the judge came up and he looked at us, he looked at them, okay, and he said, have you guys recorded this? He said, you guys need to record this. He was so impressed by how they played it and how clean and how stylized it was and how musical it was. And so they got a perfect score on Saturday. So now, from Bach to Liemans. This group before you also performed at state. They also got a first at state. And this group has, yeah, I thought that I was right, 5 freshmen and 1 sophomore. And 2 sopranos. As the judge said, you should get an award for being able to play 2 sopranos in tune, soprano saxes, which are those. And the one that Kirsten is holding, I actually dated. I looked up the serial number last year, and it's over 100 years old. So, yeah. So here is 3 polkas. back in 2009, the man who composed this came out here to Shawano and actually worked. He gave us the piece, and he worked with my band at that time. He was at that point one of the guest, or the composer on staff for the Green Bay Symphony. And so they did that for 3 years, where they had a different composer who was on staff and composed pieces for the Green Bay Symphony. And he brought this out, and he worked with the band. And so I wanted to do this. This is only the second time I've ever done this piece. And they play it so well. But the gift is, I'll give you the program notes. The gift of peace is based on an earlier a cappella choral work that he wrote in memory of Yitzhak Rabin. When beginning work on this new band piece, he found himself gravitating toward those melodies and harmonies that he composed some years ago. And the rich, full texture of wind band seemed like a natural fit for the chorale-like setting. The simplicity and universal message of peace and hope that was so central to what Rabin believed in is as relevant as ever. The title comes from the priestly benediction, "May the Lord turn his countenance onto you and give you peace." Before Bailey comes up to announce this piece, I'm just going to let you know, we were at the Lakeshore Jazz Festival in Manitowoc last week, Wednesday, during the day. And it's kind of like solo and ensemble for concert bands is what it's like. And we played this piece there, as well as another piece that we actually played at the Christmas concert. And the kids got straight superiors. 3 judges, straight superiors.
All right, let me hear you if you're enjoying yourselves tonight. All right, so to close out the wind ensemble set tonight, we have Arabesque. Arabesque is based in the mystical sounds of Middle Eastern music, and it is composed in 3 parts: tazim, dubka, and chorale. The opening flute cadenza, although written out in notes, is meant to sound like an Arabic tazim or improvisation. Much the same as in jazz improvisation, the soloist is to play freely in the scales and the modes of the genre. In the second section, a dubka is a traditional Arabic line dance performed at celebrations, most often at weddings. Its drum beat, played by a doumbek hand drum, is absolutely unmistakable. Even though rhythmically simple, it is infectious in its ability to capture the toe-tapping attention of the listener. The final section, the chorale, is a recapitulation of previous mystical themes in the composition, interwoven with the grandeur of a sparkling ending. We hope you all enjoy listening to this piece as much as we enjoy playing it.
guys. As many of you probably know, this is the seniors' last chance to be in a concert band setting, so we just wanted to acknowledge that we love Mr. Kent very much. So we got him this card. Turn around, Mr. Kent, please. Amazing, strong, loving, perfectly for him. We all signed the inside. We very delicately crossed out mother and put director. So you're welcome. So thank you, Mr. Kent, for all that you do for us.
So arabesque. Arabesque is like, music is graded on a scale from like 1/2 to 6, with 6 being the hardest. That's a good 5. That's a piece that colleges play. So it's a blast to play that with them. Believe it or not, we did rehearse this. So, music from La La Land, our final piece. And seniors, I just want to say thank you. I really do. For 4 years, you guys started out still in COVID, okay? Wasn't it? We were still in quarters, right? We were in quarters, so that meant that we had like band first quarter, and then the jazz band second quarter, and band third quarter, and the jazz band's fourth quarter. And so that was their freshman year. And COVID took a lot from all of us. But it took a lot from these kids. So to see them where they are now, I couldn't be prouder. Okay, enough mush. Here we go. La La Land. Thank you all for coming tonight, and please have a safe drive home. Thank you.